Hello, everyone out there. Yes, my name is Iyke Okoro, and I want to welcome you to another episode of your show, BIGGISH SHOW. Today is going to be another wonderful episode. We're going to have a guest joining us today again, and it's someone who doesn't need so much introduction. Let me just let you know right away. We're going to have today, as advertised, Kenny St. Best, who we also know as KSB. Kenny St. Best is someone who she's an iconic, gospel musician who started her career over 2 decades ago now, and then she's been going from strength to strength, providing value as a gospel musician. Is someone who have followed her story all through the years, and it's a privilege to have her today on the show. I just want to bid you welcome. For those who have joined, Maureen Okere, I thank you for joining already. For all those who are going to join us, I want to thank you in advance for joining us. It's going to be another wonderful episode of the show. So let's begin to get ready. It's going to be another bumper package. It's going to be another bumper package. You will love the show. You will love the show today because I'm so excited. In fact, I've been getting feedbacks, concerning the former episodes about how you've been getting value, for your time, inspiration, motivation, knowledge, and ideas, that you can use. And today will not be an exception. So, like I said, Kenny St. Brown will be St. Best. I'm sorry to say, she was formerly Kenny St. Brown, but she's right now Kenny St. Best. Pardon me. And she will be joining us today. She's ready. She's geared up for the show today. She's so excited to be with you, her fans, today on the show. And I'm also so privileged, to have her here. It's an honor. She's a very humble person, a very unassuming person, very wonderful person, wonderful personality. And she's going to be joining us very soon. Kenny St. Best, like I said, she's been doing so well, so strong as a gospel musician for over 2 decades. And the interesting thing is that she's been holding forth for herself very well, and providing us hits back to back, danceable songs we can worship God with, songs to praise God, songs to encourage, songs to motivate, songs to enlighten, to brighten our moods, during the day as we go about what we do. So it's a very loaded package, like I said, and I want to just ask you to hang on there if you have joined us. I want to appreciate those who have joined. King Solo 077, you have joined. Thank you for joining. Once again, I want to thank you, Maureen Okere, for joining. Thank you very, very much for joining us today. It's a wet, Saturday out there. Everywhere the rain, has been pouring. But we thank God for now. The signals are very good right now, and it's going to be a wonderful show. As I see, because the weather has become clement again. So the audio is fine, the pictures are fine, and I believe it will be so as we go on the show. I want to implore you to just hang in there once you've joined, and Kenny St. Best will be with us very, very soon. It's a loaded package, like I said. She's a gospel music icon. She's not just a gospel music icon. She's a music executive. She's an author right now. She's a politician right now. She wears so many caps, and she's going to be sharing all these layers of her life, with us today. All the layers of her life, as Kenny St. Best, she'll be sharing with us today. I'm so excited. I'm expecting her to join very, very soon. I'm looking out for her, for her to join us. She's going to be here. Thank you for joining us again. I want to thank you for joining King Solo 077. It's a pleasure to have you online. I want to thank you, Maureen Okere, for joining. And I want to implore more people to join. We are going to start right away because I want to maximize the time today, because there are loads of things lots of questions I want to ask her. And so I'm looking for how, we'll be able to, within the time we have, we can achieve so much today. That's what we're going to do. We will achieve so much. So while we wait for her, yes, I want to just thank you. Yes, I want to wave you, King Solo 077. I appreciate you so much. Yes, thank you for joining. It's a pleasure having you here today. So how's the day been for you out there? I don't know whether it's wet in your area there. Over here, it's been raining. But I like the weather. The weather is cool. All the hotness is gone. So we have a chilly weather. For good for recording, good for having this kind of conversation. So I love it. So we are expecting Kenny and Best to join us. She's going to come online, and we'll dive right into it. Yes, she's here. I can see her. All right. Okay. I can see her here online. Okay, she's going to be here very soon. She's already online. And wow, it's going to be it's going to be an exciting package. Aha. Hello, KSB. Hello. Yeah. Good to have you. Good to have you. You are right. You are right on time. I like that. I mean, that's how you roll. I know. Thank you for joining us. People have joined already, and I know your fans are going to, join very soon. Now that they know you're here. So how's the day been generally for you?
It's been a busy day. I've been at the gym. And I have to just, wait and, get ready for your interview. So it's been busy.
Wonderful, wonderful. I think we'll just go right into it because there's a whole lot to cover. You are an institution, as it were. I mean, so we want to tap as much as possible from you to inspire people, to educate, to enlighten people, to motivate people out there. You've done this again and again, but you see, the more the merrier, because there's a whole lot of people who are here today, and what they will take away will help them. Yeah. So I just want to start by saying, give us a little background into your family background, how life started for you, your family, and all of that. Let us have a peep into that.
I'm from a large family, a Christian family. Um, I am number 7 out of out of 9, and we grew up. I'm an Ijebu girl. A lot of people don't know I'm an Ijebu girl. I'm from Ogun State. It's jockey. They were heavy on music, always buying records. All those times, Fela, you Roy, I Roy, Bob Marley, all the
KSB, can you hear me?
Should I continue?
Okay, so I was saying maybe you need to change position. The signal is not very, it's not crispy. It's not very. Even the audio is not clear too. Because
But
even
I
if
can
the
hear
picture
you
is not very clear, the
100%.
audio should be good.
I hear you
Okay,
clearly.
but it's not. You can hear me clearly. But for
Clearly.
me, it's not the same thing for me over here. Okay, let's try change. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, let's see. Okay, continue. Okay, talk. Let me. You can hear me
I,
very clearly.
I can hear
Yeah,
you
but I cannot hear
110%.
you. Okay, good. Just walk around. Let's see whether we can get some better. Yeah.
See,
Okay.
I'm walking
Okay.
around, so I don't know what.
I can see
And
it.
I'm hearing.
Okay. So maintain somewhere now. Let's see. Okay.
Okay, let's see how I will maintain
Let's see
somewhere.
here.
Just, okay, I'm coming.
Okay. All right.
Oh, I don't like this. Can you hear me?
Okay. Okay. Let's see. Okay. 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 Talk now. Okay. Talk now.
You, I'm talking.
Not still very good yet.
Okay, I'm hearing you and I'm
Okay.
clear.
Fine. Okay. Talk now. Talk. Okay. Talk now. Talk
I'm
now.
talking.
Okay. Just stay.
I'm
Just stay.
talking.
Just stay. Okay.
How about now?
Okay. It's better now. It's better now. It's better now. Yeah.
You can hear me all
Go
right.
ahead now. I can
Okay,
hear
as I
you
was
all right. Bet fafa.
okay, as I was saying, I said I'm from a music family.
Good.
Music, musically, not that we were in the choir or sort, but my uncle was a DJ. My brothers were music collectors. My brother, that's Keke Baba Keks, and
Yeah.
ID, his younger brother. Then Baba Keke has a twin brother who is also a DJ. So I grew up with my brothers having a lot of music, around. Fela, Bob Marley, U-Roy, Aroy, Peter Tosh, Obey, Sonny Ade, so I grew up with a lot of music influence of, sound and music around me. I have 5 brothers and I have just I have 3 sisters. In fact, I have 6 brothers and 2 sisters. So we are, one happy family. I have my twin brother, who is not Keke. A lot of people think Keke is my twin brother. No, he has his own twin, and I have my own
Okay.
twin. So
Oh. Oh. Okay.
that's it. That's it.
Okay. Okay. So just a little. So your twin brother, where is he?
My twin brother he was in America, but he relocated to Nigeria some years back. But he's in
Okay.
Nigeria, yes.
Oh.
But he's
Okay.
not into music.
Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. So let's a little backstory before we go into. So what were you doing before music started for you? What were you doing? What kind of work? What kind of vocation were you doing before music?
If I started music 22 years ago, that should tell you that I was just a young graduate, so I hadn't started doing anything. You get? I
Yeah.
started music 22, 23 years ago. So if you add that to my age, I straight out of uni, and I was called into ministry. So it was more or less like ministry. I was a church
Wow.
girl. But immediately after my youth service, I went in for my master's and MBA in Uniben, and so of course I wanted to start work, but God picked me up immediately, said I should work for Him, and work then for me was being in a prayer band, being part of a praying team. So my job, if you ask me, what I was doing there was praying.
Wow.
I was praying,
Interesting.
praying, 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 and then I got exported to the UK. I had to join a praying team again. Then Redeemed Christian Church of God was trying to have to have the first ever Holy Ghost service in London, and I think there were not enough hands as per the prayer band. God exported me to London to be part of the prayer band, praying for the revival to break out in the UK. So after I finished that, then God said it was time for me to come back to Nigeria, but then I was given music. So coming back to Nigeria, I think I started recording music from the UK and then came
Okay.
back to Nigeria and then started proper. And it's been music. But apart from music, yeah, I can tell you categorically that my brothers and I, which was Keke D1, we, they were already on radio as Ray Power team, yeah, promoting, Nigerian music, because but we didn't know that, so when I joined them, then we started Kenny's Music. I was able to convince my brother that we should start our own record company. And he told me to go ahead. With a master's degree in my hand in MBA, I knew how to start up a business and as an entrepreneur, and I started for him because he was busy at Red Power, and I employed people, and then we felt that there was not even a record company to sign me on to, and so we had to create our own record label. And then we had to now sign up other artists. And so now I was functioning as an executive. So though I was an artist, I was also functioning as an executive arm, which was I was handling production, handling marketing, hiring, training. I was doing all that. And my brother was doing the hype and the promotion on radio and on the television. And so it wasn't just doing music for me as an artist. We were also, which I was spearheading, creating a new sound for the Nigeria. We didn't know then that we were creating a revolution in the music industry. There was no music industry itself. There's not even hype.
I agree.
Hype,
yeah. Yes.
There was no music industry. And so we came up, so we had to establish a record company. And then we felt that platform we could add other people to join me on that platform. And for the Ajayi of Redeemed Christian of RCCG, then I brought in Kingsley Iyke. And then after I brought in Kingsley Iyke, and then we signed on the Remedies. After the Remedies, then we signed on Tony Tetwila, then Paul. My God, I can't believe this. My battery is going down. Okay, so we were doing it. So we were doing this, so I was doing this. We were now turning out music, other artists, while I was also an artist. So those were the things I was doing.
Yes. Okay, we're going to go, let's pick up from now. You release, you are Wadi. Yes. And boom, it went viral. Now, even in those days, there was no social media. That's to show the strength, the power of the song. Tell us about the experience.
Okay, then when I came back and I was sure of who I was becoming. And I had written these songs. I had done a lot of songs. And we approached Sony Music. That time there was Sony Music. And Sony Music felt, out of all the songs that I was doing, that was pro-contemporary, they felt there was no market for my kind of music then in Nigeria. So you understand? You see all these attitudes, this style of music.
Yes.
Then there was no, it was reggae, it was them Sonny Okosu, you understand? And they and they Paul. Do you understand? So there was no style. This is my own style of gospel music. They felt there was nobody, they would not be able to market. So they encouraged that I should do a Nigerian song, a song that could have all the Nigerian languages. And
wow, interesting.
I had written "You Are Worthy" in English, and I just translated into Igbo, Hausa, and Yoruba, and just because they knew the industry, and it was an instant acceptance. So we did the song, boom, my brother put it on the radio, and it was accepted immediately because we had the people who knew the market to tell us, hey, market was ready for this, market wasn't ready for this. So it was the advice of the A&R department of Sony Music way back then in Nigeria, that we acted on their counsel. And that's what made the song an instant hit, and everybody could identify and everybody loved it. Then coupled with the fact that I had Keke on the radio, who was, mandated, of course, he had to be playing. Then don't also forget the fact that my brother-in-law is the owner of that communications, AIT. So he had to now give a memo that he wanted to see the video. He wanted
Interesting.
to see the video,
Wow.
He wanted to see the video on the hour, every hour. So it was a time that Daddy Shoki also sang, if you see my mama, Hosanna. So after they must play that one, then they must play my own. So it was going back to back. And there were not too many TV stations, if you remember. There were not too many TV stations around way back then. And so of course, it had to be a hit. I mean, it had to be a national song of sort then.
It became, that's what it became. So the interesting thing here is just lay emphasis on that. So it was because of the need to market your song, and because no record label, accepted your kind of song, you had to create Kenny's music.
Yes,
that's what you're saying here.
You had to create Kenny's music to market my song, and then we also knew that the Nigerian youth then, they were having their own sound. They were becoming to have their own kind of music, and then we knew. We could identify. Baba Keke knew how to. The issue was then, even the music the artist found their way to meet him at Ray Power. And so automatically he will put the songs on the radio, and he will feel the impact on how Nigerians will react to such songs. And then they also knew that nobody could market them. And so Baba Keke had to sign them such artists on, So it was so today now we're all happy to have a Nigerian music. Do you understand? But some people paved the way. Some people paved the way as artists. Some people paved the way as producers. Some people paved the way as promoters and marketers. So kudos to all of them.
Yeah. Kudos to you too. I mean, what we're saying here, we are setting the record straight, as it were. I mean, this is quite. This is big information that people are getting. And things like this will just help people to just put the record straight, then get the inspiration they need and all that. So you went on so after your Wadi, you went on to release Heaven Came Down, featuring Essence, Turn Me Around, featuring Da Green, Moti Goke, Alaye, featuring Ice Prince. Then the one I love so much, Ayo, classic. I so much love that song. So you kept. So how did you really now get how did you not discover what you needed to put in all your songs to make it, because they were all hits back to back? So how did you discover what to put in them to make them hits back to back?
It was the inspiration now. It was who I was. You understand? It was the personality. My personality reflected in my music. I'm a happy person, and I like to dance. And so if a music would not excite me, I shouldn't expect it to excite the listeners. You understand? And so I had to do, then again, I was also as a producer of sort with Kenny's music, and also an artist and repertoire artist and repertoire manager. And so we knew the sound that Nigerians wanted to hear. And so we couldn't be doing such sweet music from other artists that I was overseeing the production. And then it came to my own song. I will now be giving anyhow rubbish. Do you understand? Manageable. It had to be on point. And then we knew where the producers were. The producers that were producing the likes of Two-Face, Remedies, and Tony Tetuila. They were also the producers. They were also available to produce my songs. And so there were a lot of hands on deck. You understand, to ensure that songs that were coming out, for me, were good. But also, most importantly, the radio DJs. I never play down the impact, the council, let me put it like the council of the radio DJs. When I finished recording, Baba Keke would always insist, like, maybe, okay, here's them Ray Power. Take this music to Rhythm FM. Go and play it to JJ. Get his opinion. You understand? Get the DJs there to tell you, this is it, this is what you should have, this is what you should remove. This can't come out now. This one is right now. So you see, a lot of effort, goes into, go into my own music, my genre. And that's why by the time it comes out, it's acceptable.
Wow.
Should I quickly say something? I'm
Go
going
ahead.
to really apologize. I'm low on battery.
Okay.
And I didn't realize it until now.
Wow. Okay.
So okay. Walk around. Just hold on.
Okay.
Somebody
no
has
problem.
a kind of phone. So let me find out if the charger.
No. It's allowed. It's allowed. It's allowed.
Is your charger here? Please, is there light? Hey, I'm low on battery.
No problem. That's no problem. It's one of those things. It's one of those things. Okay. Okay. Are they getting one? Are they getting you a charger or something?
They're not. Oh.
Okay. Like
there's a charger, but there's no light.
okay, there's no light. Wow.
I live a life on the move.
I can understand. I can understand.
Rather
I can
than telling
understand.
you that I would not be available, or rather I'll be too busy, I agreed to do this interview knowing that I knew I would be on the road, and I felt whichever way, I must get this done.
Yeah.
But
Yes.
I
Yeah.
did not check my battery. I didn't check.
Okay.
But it's okay. Let's go on. But just for the people viewing.
No problem. So yeah, whatever we get, already what we've gotten already is quite huge already. So let's just go ahead. So let's talk about your awards. So your first award was Cora Awards.
Okay, can I Cora? Yes, I got Cora. Cora Awards. Best gospel artist West Africa. 2000 and was it 2000 and I think 2001.
I think 2003 or so.
2003.
Something like
then I got,
3, I guess. Yeah.
Channel O nomination, best African female artist. Essence. When did we go to South Africa for Channel O Awards? Essence is here. She's around the corner.
Okay. Oh, let's come and say hello.
Come and say hello. Come and say hello. They want to come and say hello. Just say hello. No.
Let's call. Let's her. Yeah. Hello, Essence. Hello. Good to see you. Good to see you.
Hey, when did we go to South Africa?
It's like
2010 or 2011?
10 years ago.
10 years ago. It was 2010, South Africa Channel O Awards. But let me start from most recently. Last year I got an award from the First Lady of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Mrs. Aisha Buhari. For my contribution to the development of music and entertainment industry in Nigeria from the First Lady. And then I got an award, Hall of Fame award from COSA for my contribution to the development of music in Nigeria. I got an award, Amen Awards, way back, Best Gospel Artist, City People Awards, the Afro Nollywood Awards. Nollywood Awards, Best Gospel Artist from Africa. My brother, then too.
All right.
The award for Turn Me Around and then Moti Goke. It was by what's their name? Kali Ekpe. Yes, Nigerian Music Video Awards. Best Gospel for Turnaround. And then the following year, back to back, I also got for that Moti Goke featuring what's this guy's name? Terry G. Yes. Yes, I got numerous, but every year there's an award. Every year. To God be the glory. And now I'm back in music. So awards will just new set of awards will start again. Because I took a break from music, so that I could attend to my teenage children. I didn't want anybody to help me raise my children. I wanted to raise my children by myself.
Which is good.
As artists, you get to go on tours all the time, and then you entrust the children into people's hands, and then that's when you hear stories that touch. Yeah. So in my case, I didn't want any story. I needed to attend to my son and my daughter by myself. So I stepped aside. So why I stepped aside, I went into politics, and I went as far as this year. The current governor of Lagos State, I was the assistant director, media and publicity. I was head of entertainment for Sanwo-Olu campaign. So anything can happen.
Okay, let's
after now.
All right.
Unless I go back and sing. That I can't abandon gospel music because
That's the main. Yeah.
So I'm back now. So that's why you see me dropping songs back to back. Every month I drop a song. Every month. Nobody does that. Every month. So since lockdown, I've dropped like 5 songs. And I'm going to drop songs. Even if people are not seeing the video, I may not be doing heavy promotions now.
Okay.
Now. Because I have well over 40 songs.
Wow.
Well over 40 recorded songs unpromoted. So I understood when God said, go back to music. People need it. They're no longer your songs. They are content to inspire others. You know, so that's why. So I'm releasing them. So I may not be shooting videos, but the songs are there. When the time we start to shoot the videos, you know, people know that I've started releasing songs, and people are already getting inspired and getting, you know, encouraged, and people are happy.
And all of that. Yes.
The DJs are happy that KSE is back to give them that kind of
Wow.
vibe. DJs slam.
Interesting. Yeah. So let's talk briefly about your book. You wrote a book.
Yes, I'm an author. I forgot that.
Yes, say that. Let's talk about that. You are an author, yes. The book is titled
Stop, Turn It Around.
Stop. Good. So talk about it.
Stop, Turn It Around.
Turn it around.
The book came from my hit song, you know, as a follow-up to my hit song, Turn Around. I found out that everywhere I went to do, because I'm also a motivational speaker and I'm a youth coach, you know. And I found out that for everywhere I went to speak, I had to, my message was a message of hope, message of your situation, no matter how you see it, if you think it's so bad, you know, it's not as bad. God can turn it around, because I also experienced a situation where I thought my case was hopeless and I wanted to die. I told God I was ready to just die. And God smiled down on me and said, why not ask for a turnaround instead of death? That even your death wish I would not grant. And so that became a message for me to tell others, why not ask for a turnaround? So instead of you blaming others, instead of you throwing pity party, instead of you wallowing in unforgiveness, learn to forgive others, learn to forgive yourself. Instead of you thinking you have come to the end of your life, it is not an end, it's a bend. It's a bend to navigate. There's still a, you know, there's the journey of your life is still lies ahead of you. A new life, and it's a page, it's a chapter of your life that has ended. A new page is about, you know, you just need to flip. You know, so the book is just to encourage. It's, you know, the Bible says that we should be fruitful, we should multiply, we should subdue, we should, you know, have dominion. But most importantly, we should replenish the earth. The book is how to teach people on how to replenish their lives. You know, so if your case is a case of divorce, if your case is a case of death, is a case of bankruptcy, is a case of single parenthood, you understand? People have been there before you. And
yes, you're right.
You understand? So you're not the first to get there, and you're not going to be the last. And so if you have any word of encouragement for others, put it down, turn it to a book. Anybody can pick it up, and it can be a blessing to others. So that's basically what.
So how's the book doing in the market?
The book is about 4 years old in the market, though. So
wow.
You know, so it's not so new. So it's
doing good.
It's doing well.
Yeah.
And the joy of it is few people that came in contact with my books that would just see me. They'd be like, I read your book. Oh, that makes my day. That makes my life complete. That brings blessings. It brings hope. It brings joy to me, because I know that I'm not living for me. I'm living for others. I'm living a legacy. So my life is not just about music. So it's also about books, and it's also about legacy.
So you're fruitful. You are fruitful on so many sides. That's like what he said. You know.
I like the way you put it. To God be
yes. So let's talk about your 50th, your golden jubilee birthday. You know, so you turned 50 some years back. How is that what was the experience like turning 50?
My brother, apart from you reminding me now.
you don't feel 50. You don't feel.
I know 50 is the new 30. Oh.
Yes, so yeah.
It's the new 30. Because you need to check this babe out. Do I look 50 to you?
You don't look it. You don't look it. You don't look it.
I forbid that more.
Abby. All right. So interesting.
It was fulfilling, because it wasn't about the clocking of that age, golden age. It is looking back and see the goodness of God, all that God has done. Do you understand? Like a friend of mine told me that everything that is on the prayer list of other people, God has marked for me. You know, my life, I feel fulfilled. I'm telling you. I
Wow.
feel, yes.
I agree with you. I agree with you.
Completely fulfilled. And I know I have to live for others. I feel completely, there is nothing else on my prayer list. You understand? If house come now, we own house, we go live and go. You understand?
Yes, yes.
So I feel fulfilled.
What you're saying brings me to, going back to the revolution, you brought, into the music industry. So Kenny Music came on board, your music
like
becoming the trigger.
said.
I'm telling you, I'm being real here. So, yeah, so, and we know for sure, it's very clear out there that people like Joel, Idris Abu Karim, Casey Presh, OJB Jezreel, Micah Remotu, a whole long list of, talents, were unleashed into the music industry. So it's a revolution, for God's sake. So I can, if you're fulfilled, we should know why. You have to be. Do you understand?
Yes.
So, yeah. So right now, you have a new song, Glory Slide. Talk about it. I've listened to it and I really, really like it. I love it. I'm loving it. Talk about it. Yeah.
I'm glad you mentioned that. God has been good to me. God has been good to me in the area of gifts and gifting. I don't particularly belong into that category of people that could come and say, hey, I'm a musician. I didn't think so. I didn't think I was such a fantastic musician. Do you understand? I just felt I was just helping. For me, I felt I was helping God. I felt I was just putting out what God put in me. You understand? And as a farmer, God has sown something and then he needs to harvest. So I just felt each time God needed to harvest something from my life, he must always find something. And so if he had put music in me, if he needed harvest of music, he must have his harvest. I must not be barren.
Wonderful.
Until recently, when he told me that, hello, you are disturbing my life, Instagram things.
Who is that? KSB, who is that? KSB, who is that?
Director, yeah. My HOD, I have an HOD. I'm a small girl in this ministry. I'm a small bitch. I'm an upcoming artist.
see, KSB, what you just said now might just become a headline tomorrow.
I'm an upcoming artist, though. Who is the youngest? Now, see me now, my girl. See me.
Abby.
All the they are senior sisters. So just coming.
Yeah.
Just coming. My career just started.
Okay.
Okay, as I was saying, yeah.
All right.
Until recently, when God gave me worship and then he added it to praise, I didn't think, I was a praise artist. I knew I had worship, but praise could just. Then I now found out that all genre of music, all genre I can do. You understand? I now found out that it's actually a blessing. And so if I can do all genre of music in gospel music, all genre, it's not everybody God has given. Do you understand? Sinach, God has blessed her with fantastic worship. You understand? Frank Edward, but when it comes to carrying gospel into mainstream, he has his own way, he has his own style, and he has his personality. And I found that God has given me. And so now that I'm back in music, I cannot deny people who have tasted that side of me. I have to give them. And that's what the DJs were asking for. And now worship, I will give my 100%, offer. Something also called street gospel. There's a street gospel. There's a side of the gospel which Mike Abdul. Do you understand? I don't know if you know Mike Abdul. Mike Abdul is handling
I do now. Of course I do. I know him.
So there's another guy, Testimony Jagger. He's just coming up.
I know him. Yeah.
They're coming
I know him.
The street gospel. Meanwhile, that street gospel, now me be the queen.
That's true. KSB, that is it. I agree
I
with
am
you,
the
KSB. Yeah,
headmistress for the
I
hour.
do. Yeah.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
so that's so I now just started thanking God, seeing that He has now brought all of this together. Even though affliction was how I discovered this one, problem was how I discovered another, you know, serious prayers was how I discovered worship, you know, praise was me being overjoyous, how I discovered, you know, praise. And then street gospel is swag. That one just needs some swag, you understand? And then
Yeah.
mixing with the likes of Idris have to carry you know, brought that street gospel. And then I'm bringing all of those together. And I found out that only me, God gave all of these to. He would harvest. God would harvest the harvest that God would get from this. Maybe He wants me to sing. I said, God, you want
Abi.
me to sing? People will condemn, or people will do this, but I will do all.
KSB. So that
Yes.
brings me to, there's this reservation that people have. They say you do collaboration with a lot of secular artists, and they
Yes.
feel that, why do you do that? Is that what you call mainstream? Explain all that.
My personality had become mainstream, even
You didn't
when
get
my
that?
music wasn't mainstream. You know,
Good.
I had a mainstream personality, but my music then wasn't mainstream. You understand? But that wasn't what brought me to mainstream. It was a time when I had issue, you know, marital wahala, and then the
Yeah.
churches stopped calling me.
For
So
real.
even though
For
I
real.
wanted to worship, I wanted to lead them in worship, lead in praise, but no church was ready to call me because of the blackmail, you know, around my personality. You know, they just felt I beg, cold, you know, just, you understand. And God faced me and said, if your brother is on the radio and your brother has not said he will not play your music, so if you can't do church songs now, does it now mean you cannot sing? You understand? And I now felt, okay,
Yes.
how do I now get into the audience of the, you know, the mainstream artists? Then that was where the DJs came in. It was the DJs that first recommended that green to me. They said,
Wow.
see, if you have this song, I told you my songs, when I finish singing, I'll take them around the radio, the DJs. So the DJs will say this. So they listened to my songs and they felt, we know what you do. We know coming up. Can you get him on let him jump on your song and let's see what we can do with it. And doing that turnaround with that green was an experiment. It was an experiment, but I didn't know that it was a divinely orchestrated experiment, because it was no secular artist jumped on my song and did anything secular. When a secular artist jumps on my song, they must go gospel 100%. You understand? But what people did
Yeah.
not know was that I was buying into their own audience. I didn't have audience outside the church. They knew me as Kenny Ogungbe's younger sister. They knew I was singing, but they knew I was 100% church gospel songs. So to be able to buy into their own market share, and then you look at it again, that Jesus said we shall be His witness, you know, to the world, to the Judea, Jerusalem, and everywhere, to the uttermost part of the earth. And you know me say they go Australia. The uttermost part of the earth can just be in the club. The utmost part of the earth can be in the brothel. The utmost part of the earth can just be that place where they gather and they're smoking weed. Do you understand? The utmost part of the earth can just be where darkness is thickest. And then my song, God wanted a voice from the kingdom to make an impact, to shine light.
Yeah.
And so my voice was to shine light on the streets. And so I had to buy into the fan base of Da Green, buy into the fan base of Terry G, buy into the fan base of
Terry G,
Ice
Ice Prince,
and the rest
and
of
all of
them. So
that.
I was just
Yeah.
buying into the fan base to do gospel songs, you know, the best way I could do it. So I never did secular for 1 second. I've never done it. If I must do secular, let God call me to heaven. There is my retirement plan. Let God take me home, rather than me do anything secular. It is 100% gospel. For instance, this song, Glory Slide. Glory Slide came from Isaiah 60 verse 1, which is, arise, shine, for thy light has come. For the glory of God is risen upon you. And then if the glory of God is risen upon you, how happy are you? How joyous are you? Do you carry the glory of God and then just go and keep it and just, you slide, you know, then let
I
other
get
people
it. I
shine
get
that
it now.
glory.
Wow, that's
You
brilliant. That's
understand?
brilliant.
That's one. Then the other side
Yeah.
to it also is the fact that we have young people, and the kind of music these artists are releasing out there, they are very dirty, very vulgar. And if you want to condemn, say, your song is doing this, your song is doing that, which song you don't bring now?
You have to
What
replace it with
alternative?
something. Yeah,
What
yeah.
alternative are you bringing to the table?
Bring in. You're correct. I agree with you.
So
Yeah.
you must have songs say that replace this song. Enough of rape, enough of violence, enough of drug abuse, but let's give the people clean music.
Yes.
So here I am.
Because I remember here, as you're saying this, hey, when Tommy Around came out and Da Green was on it, I mean,
Yes.
we all loved it. We all loved it. Even Alaye with the one you featured, Ice Prince, it's a very lovely song. Do you understand? So all those, as far as I'm concerned, all those collaborations, they made sense. It worked out. Okay, we're having a little signal problem right now. It has, okay, I think, all right. Hi, yes, thank you everyone out there. I want to acknowledge everyone. I am Bank Anthony. I want to acknowledge you. Onyekachi _34, I acknowledge you. Babi Wonder, I acknowledge you. Thank you for joining. And I know you've been following the interview. So what happened was KSB gave me a prior notice that her battery was not very well charged. She's on the road, even agreeing to this interview. She didn't want to just not be part of it at all. But she told me earlier that if she goes off, that I should know that her battery, has emptied outrightly. I think that's what happened. I guess that's what happened right now. So she has disconnected because I believe the battery right now, has emptied, totally. So it's been a wonderful show. In fact, I'm so happy that we got up to this talk time, because when she talked about the battery not being very well charged, I didn't know we could get up to this. So we have. I mean, this is 47 minutes thereabout. It's so wonderful already, and what we've packed into the 49 minutes we have talked is massive. I know if you joined from beginning, you will agree with me that it's been a loaded, it's been a condensed information. KSB is very exciting, very, very exciting. I mean, and you will agree with me that she's a very interesting personality. The way she's so real, and again, this is someone that has experience. And again, if you are a doer, you have a story to tell. She's not talking theories here. She's talking, what she has done. She's talking what she has been doing, and she keeps doing it. She has not retired from music. She has not dropped she has not rested on her oars, as it were. She keeps reinventing herself. She has a new song out right now. Called Glory Slide. I wanted to ask her about, there's an event she has October 1st. I wanted her to shed more light on that. But it's even good. She talked about her song, which I really wanted us to touch on. And her song is, go and check the song. It's called Glory Slide. Glory Slide. That's the song. I've listened to it. I love it. It's beautiful. Just the feel that you get from KSB. The feel good, the flow. There's that flow that she always has in her songs. I remember someone asked earlier, about the book, about Kenny St. Brown's her book. So the book is titled Stop, Turn Around. The book is titled Stop, Turn Around. So you can go Google it and find out how to get it. The book is titled Stop, Turn Around. That's the title of the book by Kenny St. Best. It's a book, like you said, it's a book she had some issues with her marriage, but she came out of it, very, very fine. And like you said, so many experiences, so many odds, so many issues she has faced. She decided to put all of that, and there's something about somebody. It's a beautiful thing where you take your experience and put it in a book, so that people can learn from it. Because what we do in life basically is to learn and unlearn. I mean, like they say, the new normal is that You don't just learn, you unlearn. Because you unlearn because there are things you used to know, or that there are things you know, but they are not valid anymore. So what you know, but it's not valid anymore, you have to unlearn it. You have to now replace it with new knowledge, new information, and that is what we do these days. So it's a very, we want to applaud her for writing that book, because really most times, how many people can you really get across to one-on-one? So it is a brilliant thing to write a book, because when you do write a book, people can pick up that book, and in their own time, they can sit down and just pick your mind. They can pick your brain. They can just feed on information that has to do with the road you've traveled. You in that kind of book, you will lay out the pitfalls, because the truth about the matter is that you can't wait to learn from your own experiences alone. Life is too short for you to wait to learn from your own experiences all of the time. We don't have that time, allotted to us in life. So a whole lot of times, why we read is because we want to read and look at the authors, what the authors pointed out, the pitfalls, and avoid them. It's brilliant. It's a good idea to avoid things. Yeah. Even the Bible talks about, do not lead me into, there's a prayer, the last prayer, where it said, do not lead me into temptation. So it is a good thing to avoid pitfalls, avoid, when you know that something will not work, why would you want to go ahead and do it? So I want to thank Kenny St. Best for coming on the show. I'm winding down right now. Our time is fast spent, even though her battery is not well. But the thing is, the time we had, the talk time we had was so loaded, condensed, condensed. In fact, I believe that when those of you that joined, if you now as you reflect on what you said, you can imagine someone that came into the music industry. She had a song. 1998 was when she started, and to market her song, they didn't have record labels that would pick up the song and market, because they felt, the song was off the kind of songs that people would listen to. So she told her brother Kenny Ogugbe, Baba Keke, that they should just go ahead and, she mooted the idea to him that let's start a record label. Let's create a platform to market my music, to sell, to push my song or push my album, as it were, the whole package. And in doing that, look at how that now helped a whole lot of other people. Today we have a lot of artists who we know, they passed through, they were, they got they were launched into the music industry by Kenny's music. So that's why I brought her here, because, it's about you do something for yourself, and that thing, and ends up helping other people. And that's what we should do with our lives. So you don't want to live your life just for you alone. You want to do something that will help you and help every other person. I want to acknowledge all those who are here, those who just joined me. I am Mobajosi. I hope I got that right, please. I am Mobajosi. Chop and chat _NG. Thank you for joining. I think KSB is trying to call. You can see she's trying to come back. Hello, KSB.
Yeah.
So you got back online. I love that. Yeah, I love that. I love that. So I knew, because you gave me a prior notice about the battery. So I was telling the audience that, okay, I think your battery has emptied out outrightly. So that's why you couldn't continue. So I let them know that's what's happening. Okay. So, but you're back. Even though right now we just have, okay, you're saying something.
My people had to power it up.
That's good. I love your people, though. I love this kind of team, I love this kind of team. Oh, this is, big, thank them on our behalf. Thank you so much. So just say something about, there's this October 1st event that you have, just briefly, so that we won't get cut off, so we can have a well-rounded package. So talk about this October 1st event that you have, the DJ, then just let us know in a bit.
Okay, another side of me, I'm a consultant. I'm an entertainment consultant. That's my job. That's another job. And I consult for the people in entertainment, the DJs, dancers, musicians, with the government. And so right now the job on my plate is the JAN. The JAN are the DJs Association of Nigeria.
Okay.
So I linked them up with the government
Okay.
for October 1st. That if they're called DJ, I told them if they're called the DJs Association of Nigeria, and then Nigeria is clocking 60, what are they doing? To understand, to
Yeah.
the public to celebrate, our dear Nigeria at 60, because
Yes, sir.
everybody has one evil talk, whatsoever about this country.
Abba.
But it's not so with the musicians. Nigerian music is topping the world chart right now. Nigerian artists, are the best. Actually, they are they are rated highly in
Sure.
Hollywood, in America, all over the world.
Sure.
Even
Sure.
the foreign artists, they are lining up to do collaboration with Nigerian artists. Where were they here? And so now the agros for Nigeria, if they give our own artists inspiration to do better music.
That's true. That is true.
You
Not true. Not
understand?
true. Yeah, that's
So
true.
even with Nigerians that are outside, like Tiwa Savage had to come to Nigeria to come and be a superstar. She couldn't be a superstar in UK, and she couldn't be a superstar in America where she schooled, where she read musical. Same thing with Shay Shay. Same thing with Burna Boy. Burna Boy was a UK boy. You understand? They want to
Yeah.
come back to this same ground. And so a lot of people may be saying Nigeria is this, Nigeria is this, but we as artists, we are saying Nigeria is blessed. And then Nigeria is who has revealed our greatness. Our greatness has been revealed because we are on the soil of Nigeria. You understand? And so the DJs now are the one, they play the vital role. They play, but please, can you hear me shut this door? The drum is disturbing. So the DJs play the vital role in making Nigerians becoming superstars. You get? And
Yes.
then themselves are becoming superstars of sorts.
Yeah.
And they also claim that when they're outside Nigeria, they're highly respected as Nigerian DJs. And so now they decided, like, okay, the Lagos State government agreed to have this collaboration with them to celebrate Nigeria 60.
Okay.
Because I brought both the government and the DJs together.
Guess
what? This is my success story. I'm happy about this. Because this was one of the reasons why I joined the politics. I said, my people are suffering. My people in the entertainment industry, they are suffering. The government does not know how to relate with us. They don't know what to do. Apart from Nollywood, they'll just say they will do film village. Film village. The film village, we don't see after many years. Government in, government out. You understand? So, but because they don't have any one of us as the stakeholders in the entertainment industry to be with them and show them what to do, where we need help, how we can develop, this is what we can do, then the relationship we can both have, and so this is just one breakthrough for me, that I'm linking the government, Lagos State government, and the DJs Association of Nigeria together to have a show on the street, is a float on the streets of Lagos, on the first day of October.
So 1st of October, what's the time?
Yes.
And venue?
From 12 to 6. And they're not going to be on one spot. They're going to be moving from one, bus stop to another. So, but basically they will move from Ikeja, they may move on Ikorodu Road, you get to Ojelegba, Yaba, just, they may not be able to get to the island, I can't say. But all the DJs, there are over 10,000 DJs in Lagos. So all the DJs will be branded and they will be on the street of Lagos celebrating. They call it unveiling greatness because they know that Nigeria is who brought them their greatness.
That's a good way to end the show today, KSB. Thank you, sis. After now, we'll interact and all that. I want to say this before I go. You are a very humble person. So you're a wonderful person. Keep shining. We'll talk more. I need to go right now.